Alrighty. Are we on? Yeah, I think we're on. Okay, great. Nice. Great. Mm. Mm. Play one game. Good evening, my friend. How are you? Oh, I see. Is not outlined and is disabled. So I suppose we need to say it is outlined. Um, so if it's outlined and is disabled, I suppose we would want something like this, right? If I'm not mistaken. No, but it's outlined in this in BG. BG. Hey, good evening, Wicked. How are you, man? Text primary. Wait a minute. I just want to see. Just gonna start the stream today with fixing some bugs. I just found some random stuff today, so we're gonna spend a few minutes just fixing some silly stuff. Yeah, but we need basically two states. So if it's not outlined and if it's outlined and disabled, right? So BG primary if it's not outlined and if it's disabled, yes. If it is outlined and disabled, right? Okay, so if it's outlined, so yeah, that's kind of okay, right? Let's go to button.stories. Where's the disabled? Yeah. So let's say disabled outlined, disabled filled. Obi, my friend, good day. Yeah, tomorrow I actually took the day off. I'm gonna take my wife to the restaurant, and then my CTO Ole at work, he actually told me that company wants to pay for it, just to kind of thank me for hard work and stuff. So that was a very nice gesture from him. He made my entire week. He's like, no, you will not pay for it. Company is gonna pay for your dinner. Yeah, that was really nice. It's a tiny thing. It's not about money, right? Obviously, I don't care, but he really insisted, and that's a nice recognition, right? So I was actually happy. My company, is it a small company? No, we're not small company. We are 40, 50 people. 50, I think, or more, actually. I'm your dream, make it real. I'm your eyes when you were still. Okay, beautiful. Sad but true. Shit, man, this is one of the best albums in metal history. You know it's sad but true. Okay, so is there opacity 50 in Tailwind? I actually don't genuinely remember. You cover my shelter. You. Yeah, actually, so that does seem reasonable, yes. Do my deeds. Shit. I'm your dream, make your real. I'm your eyes, where you were still. Yeah, so that's actually correct. So I like that. Yeah, so let's take a look at our storybook again. Just make sure that those states are now proper. Yeah. So primary. Beautiful. Secondary. Error filled. Interesting. Okay. Let's take a look at that. Error. Okay, it's because I think if I recall, did I actually nuke those things? Yeah, so we're not using this color name anymore, right? So that's what. So that's perfectly fine, right? So let's just update some of this stuff and then move on to some other stuff. So first and foremost, we can see that those color names are something that I removed from my actual buttons. So we're gonna, yeah. So let's now go to error. And I think what I actually did, I just replaced it with some class names, right? So class name, we're gonna say, I guess, text rows 500, border rows 500, right? Right, and what hover BG rows 500, right? Is this the variation of that? Yeah, right. And then, yeah, equally, you would think that, yeah, we would need error filled, right? So this would be text, you know, text, I guess, text primary, and then I guess BG, right? And then hover, I guess, BG, background. Ah, shit, that's completely off. Okay, yeah. So that kind of sucks. So that's not true, right? So this would be maybe something like this text, right? Yeah, right. Then also it would be like hover. Yeah, text. Yeah, exactly, right. Yeah, so that would be the error state, right? I'll just fix those. Disabled outline filled, spinning primary. Great, spinning filled. Again, as I said last night, I just have the macros in my mouse, right? Again, you don't need to have the Razer mouse. I just happen to have one, but you can set this macros like, again, I can repeat again how, right? No matter what the mouse you have, you can find some macroing tool, right? And then you can bind combination of key presses to a single button. So as I said, you can see here, if I press one here, so if I press this here, this one, I go to the left. If I press the 2, I go to the right. So I do that with my thumb. That's why I can switch so fast left and right. And it became reflex in my mind. So it's not that I'm thinking about it. I can just, right? Yeah, of course. I mean, MMO mouse is the best for productivity, right? I mean, I have 20 keys just in my hand, right? I wouldn't call this an MMO mouse. I would call it a productivity mouse, right? I have so many bindings on this mouse, right? Depends how you use it, right? I mean, there's only 12 keys here, and I have different profiles. I have profiles for some games that I played before, right? Well, yeah. I mean, it depends what I'm doing, right? Because I have different sets of this mouse, right? So on this profile, it's true that I don't have much, right? Anyway, you don't really need the mouse. I just have a lot of gear here, so you can do this on the keyboard as well or whatever, right? Okay, so I fixed this trash to be visible by the author right now. Okay, I just want to fix some bugs. It doesn't really matter. Like, again, it's hardware agnostic. You can find some macroing tool. some open source tool that allows you to bind multiple key presses to record a macro, right? So again, it's not relevant, right? You don't need a Razer mouse or any shit like that, right? That's the point, right? Zayotic, good evening, buddy. Shit, man, what a great album, man. One of the best albums ever. So freaking good. So freaking good, man. Crazy. So good. So good. Okay. So what else do I want to fix before we proceed with the other stuff? So I started writing some article this morning and I found some silly bugs and I want to fix that. So one thing that I've noticed when I'm writing an article right now, as soon as I save the draft, I close the form, and that was really annoying. It's the Black album. It's the arguably one of the yeah. So exactly right. So you can see. So let's fix that, because I will actually start. I will probably stream a bit less, but I'm gonna write more articles, and I'm actually gonna soon start a very huge course project. So I need to make sure that those articles actually work properly, right? So let me just, I wouldn't say fix that, but change the behavior that I initially chose. But yeah, I no longer like. So once we update, we navigate to the user. Why? Why do I do that? Yeah, I don't know why I did it. It was very annoying writing an article this morning, because every time I would save, because we don't actually have an auto save yet, it was kind of shitty experience. So what if I do that now? Okay, that's actually good. No, I'm actually gonna, so soon I'm gonna start a very big course, video course for YouTube. So I will stream less and I will focus more on that. And I will focus on writing more articles. I will still stream, but less for sure. Streaming, honestly, now after a year, as I said, couple of maybe weeks ago, stream is very ungrateful, right? It gives very little value, and unfortunately, and yeah, it's just how it is. I will do a full stack course on everything, starting a full stack project, deploying it, setting up firewall. Pretty much, I think I'm gonna call it the startup bootcamp or something like that. So it's not gonna be a fully detailed thing, because it would be a 300 hours course, right? But I'll build a mini platform that has all you need to continue building something, right? Okay, article update is successful, but what the fuck? It wasn't updated. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well, because I think I have a lot of value to give and provide, and also get value for myself. But unfortunately, this stream doesn't give any, unfortunately, right? What the fuck, man? Why? Yeah, something's awkward there. What? No, so okay, there's a cache of some sort, right? I suppose. Yeah. There's a cache of some sort, I think. Give me 1 second. Yeah, it's because of the location state, right? Yeah. Location state. Yeah, exactly. I actually do remember how I implemented this, I think. So yeah, so that's why when we refresh, we get the old state, right? Yeah. So I guess I mean we want to keep the state because of caching reasons, right? That's okay. But I think and let me just do one thing here very quickly. Air toast. So we're gonna do that. Handle create, handle update, handle cancel. So what if I it's Razor Synapse. Never free, never may. Uh, yeah, I mean, wait a minute. It's a new article, right? Yeah. So what if I would just actually not redirect, right? I just remain here. I just say right, and then I just kind of update the state. Can I do that? Yeah. So this would be the updated, right? Let's try that. Draft. Yeah. All right. If I make that bold. Yeah, it didn't like that, did it? Try that just super randomly. That's probably not gonna work. Yeah, for sure we need to fix those because again, I need to write the article. I need to finish one of my articles tomorrow, and this is like incredibly annoying. Incredibly annoying. Yeah, so like if we do this right, that's great. What the fuck? Ah, sorry. Put this in the wrong place, right? Okay, let's do that. That's great. Now, if we refresh, we're gonna get the old state because we're getting the state from HTML5 history API, right? Is there a way to use navigate hook from React router DOM update the HTML5 history state object without moving away from the given location URL? I think it is, but let's see. Yeah, I think we're using replace state in certain places already, right? Yeah, so it's a dot. Okay, interesting. So that's kind of what we, all right, well, whatever. So let's say here, const updated. Try that. All right, great. Let's go to articles. Let's go over here. Let's smack this bad boy. Nope. Well, I suppose that this updated actually didn't return anything because it cleaned up the state. Let's see what happened. And also, yeah, most likely it's because I think I know. It's okay. It's fine. Let's see. Anyway. Right, exactly, right? Because this is a stringified, so this content is stringified, right? So basically what we need to do, we need to convert it to HTML, right? Before we, right? So here we would need to, sorry, we need to string it. Yeah, actually, no, it's fine. It's fine. So let's do it like this. So what is it? This is content, right? Yeah. So we're going to do something like this. Updated, and then we'll say JSON dot, oops, we're going to say content JSON dot parse updated dot content, right? And that should, I think, do it. Okay, let's try that again. And it also, it keeps redirecting to my profile. So we'll fix all of that now. No, I didn't like that. Jesus Christ. Okay. Give me a second. Save as draft. Yeah, so this is a document. Okay, motherfucker. Okay, if I go to tip tab down here, right, let's see. On editor state, change and update. Ah, I see. Editor state dot content, I see. Get editor state, location state, yes. Yeah, so this is basically where we're passing the actual state handle edit article. Yeah, we basically pass it to via well, I guess, I suppose at least, maybe we should also say form.set state, right? Contents. We'll clean that up. Chica, good evening, my friend. How are you? What did I want to do? Yeah, dashboard. Doing well. You good, man? Good. I'm a bit tired, but apart from that, very good, man. Very good. Yeah, fucking cash, man. Stack bands. Good evening, my friend. And yeah, canceling also kind of. Wait a minute. So wait. What's happened there? Okay, so actually, So also kind of, yeah. Okay, so there are a few things that we should really like focus fixing here. That's kind of annoying, right? Yeah. Let's go to source views, dashboard, right? So here we have the dashboard routes. All right. What the fuck? Who the fuck wrote this, man? No, I didn't write this. I don't think I wrote this. Oh, wait a minute. So dashboard. Ah, I see. Dashboard routes. Okay. Count articles, bookmarks. Count articles, bookmarks, courses, import. Okay, no, it's fine. Give me a second, Leo. I'm going to get back to you on that in a second. No, so that's okay. So dashboard. And then we get one of them. Sure, sure. I see. Yes. Okay, so essentially we need an effect. I see. Yeah. Yeah. So maybe yeah. Right. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Should probably turn this into a hook of some sort because I see myself reusing this a lot, right? And yeah, our default one, yeah, that's actually wrong, right? Yeah, that's actually super wrong. Why is that? Selected index 0. Also, this looks super strange. Little Leon, who is Ninja? Who is that? Ninja. Okay, good. Tab name, right? Okay. What caching? I'm not sure. Which caching are you talking about? Element dashboard, right? Yes. Not sure what caching are you talking about, honestly. I think you have Redis and database. What do you mean Redis and database? Redis we can discuss, but what do you mean? I think you have Redis and a database. How can I build a product without a database? So I guess, yeah. So wait a minute. Shit. Okay. So we're gonna. I'm gonna get back to those questions in a moment. Just give me a second. Um, gonna get to you in a moment. Just give me a second. Handle select. Well, I think so. There are few aspects to your question. So let's discuss that. Let's discuss some of those things that you asked, and then I'm gonna get back to this. I need to code. Yeah. All right, so let's see. Let's see what the question was. So the thing that your project has an early optimization, there's no such thing as early optimization problem. Such problem doesn't exist in programming. So that's number one thing. And no, we don't have that problem, but that such problem doesn't exist either. There's no such thing as early optimization problem. So I don't know where you heard that term. There's no such term doesn't exist. For example, what's the point of caching the website? Well, I don't think you understand what we're caching. So you're making an assumption there, and you're also making assumptions saying it doesn't have many users. How do you know how many users we have? But either way, yes, we use Redis. We use Redis only for notification system because notifications are pretty expensive, and we built a system. I built a system where notification system actually is pretty effective, right? Pretty efficient, right? This is a statement. I'm not sure if this is a question. Yeah, we have Redis and we have a database. We have Postgres, yes, but I'm not sure what's the question here. All right, what was the next? I think it's time to lay off Reddit. The amount of I can get a job post is really depressing. I'm not even ready to search for a job. I never used Reddit in my life, so I don't know much about Reddit, honestly. But yeah, I mean, generally, yeah. The problem is a lot of people have ran to this. Yeah. Okay, I see. No worries, man. It's a good question. It's a good question. Just there's no such thing as early optimization problem. Optimization cannot be a problem. There is something called premature optimization, but that's something different than here. But there's no such thing as optimization problem. You cannot have problems because you have optimized something, right? I think the problem with this of people not being able to find a job is very simple, right? Well, that's not a premature optimization. That premature optimization is something different. So that's not there's nothing premature there. We have two databases. One deals with simple stuff, another one caches few things. So nothing there is premature, right? And yeah, as of this Reddit thing, Reddit, yeah, yeah. What is to say, right? I mean, this community, my pleasure, man, my pleasure. Programming community is kind of dealing with obviously a huge influx of people, right? And a lot of people saw money in this industry. A lot of people thought they will just come and become millionaires overnight, right? So, I mean, the thing is, some like if you suck, of course you don't have a job. I mean, then you get better and you get a job. I don't know what the fuck this twisted expectations are in this industry. There's billions of people who don't have a job, and it happened to be now for once in history of programming that you can't get a job when you fart, right? You have to put in some effort. So yeah, that's the new reality. I mean, you have to work hard, you have to learn stuff, you have to, it's not enough that you put a shitty sticker on your laptop anymore and you put grow a mustache and you get a job, right? You have to do more than that, and that's it. That's the reality of majority of people on this planet. You know, they have a hard time finding a job because it's competitive, right? So what is to expect, right? I mean, there's a bunch of people who are trying to compete in this industry, and you have to compete with them, right? So there is nothing strange there. It's like, oh my god, I can't find a job in 5 minutes. Wow, what will I do, right? That's how it is, man. If you're a junior in this industry, yes, you're gonna have a hard time. But we juniors always had a harder time than seniors, and this applies to every industry. If you just out of school or you just finished some boot camp and you suck, which of course you do, we all sucked at one point, then of course you're gonna have a bit harder time. That's just how it is. There's no point complaining. You just sit, you do the stuff, and that's it, right? That's how it is, right? That's just how it is. Okay. Actually, we're gonna leave that there. Handle on select tab on select. Yes, so we yeah, so actually we do need this, right? Okay, that's also good. Mm-hmm. And nothing else matters. Tab name, okay. Yeah, exactly. Route. Wait, well, we actually no longer need this crap, so we have dashboard. I don't get it. Like, what the fuck is happening here? Something's messed up. Did we really need that there? It's hard to believe that we really needed that crap, did we? We need to map those states like that. I don't think so. That felt really wrong. Yeah, same here, right? Do we really need this? Is this necessary for the routes? I don't does not make much sense. But let's see. Yeah, super strange. Okay, let's see. What? All right, so now it works. What? Okay, that's good. That's great. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, that's good. Let's take a look. I actually have no idea what happened there. Okay, articles, bookmarks, right? Great. So let's do it like this. So we're gonna say, so the default one is gonna be dashboard params dot tab name, right? Or 0, right? That's a bit strange though. Let's see. dashboard count, or was it dashboard account? Shit. Okay. Okay. Let's leave the 0 here just for a moment. All right, that's good, right? So if I actually go here, yeah, so we're not going to do that. Let me just go to my, oh, that's the API. Let's go to navbar dashboard, right? Yeah. So we're going to always link to the account initially, so we don't do the unnecessary redirect there. So if I go here, it should take me there right now. So if I do something that doesn't exist, right, that should, yeah, I guess take me there. That's okay. And only thing we need to now do is if I refresh, it should still take me to that state, right? So that's the problem, right? Okay. So that's okay. So let's get over here and say if params dot tab name, right? And let's say, and dashboard tab routes dot index of that, right? We'll rewrite this in a moment. It's okay, right? But really what we want to do is we want to say, all right, do this fella here. And actually, let's just get the index here. So const index. Let's just do it like this for a second. Yeah, shit, that's not good, right? Because this index could be 0 as well, and that would be falsy value, right? A position could be 0, right? So here we have to say if it's greater or equal than 0. Yeah, so we'll leave that for now, right? And then what we can actually do is we can do something like this. We'll see, and then we're going to clean that up furthermore. Still getting fucking undefined, man. Are you kidding me? Hmm. Oh, I see. It's because of the slashes, right? So let's actually do it like this. And then what we're going to do, we're going to smack it here, and we're going to smack it here. And then shit. And we don't need an index, right? So we want to say, then we'll improve that slightly bit. Wow, okay, that's wrong, right? So wait, we have the dashboard routes, which is this, right? So wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why does it keep saying account? What the fuck? Ah, shit, because we're not, what a rookie mistake, right? That's why, of course, right? No, what the fuck is happening, dude? Are you kidding me? Oh, okay, because we're, yeah, it's a bummer. Jemo, thank you very much, buddy. How are you? Okay, great. Well, I guess, yeah, right. So maybe we could just react. Maybe we could make, yeah, right. So we select the index right here. So can't we just do this, right, instead? Wait a minute. And then I know what we're going to do there. So here we say navigate, right? And when we say index, right, that's probably way better, right? And we get rid of that, right? Yeah, exactly, right? Then in the effect itself, right, we just handle that case, right? We do this and we say, hey, just say dashboard routes dot index of, right? And then here we say exactly, right? Then we do something like this. So now if I go to bookmarks and refresh, no, fuck, why? Okay, maybe we also have to kind of yeah, that's so fucking awkward, man. Why? Oh, it's because we're missing the index here, right? Crap. Yeah. Right? Was it? Yeah, I think it's that, right? Wait a minute. Where did I? Yeah. Selected index. Yeah, that's why, right? Okay, shit. I forgot about that. Okay, all good, all good. It's fine. Yes. Okay, so let's, where was it? This in the tabs, right? Yep. Great. So let's put this fella over here. And yeah, let's actually try doing this instead. There we go. Beautiful. That's better, right? All right, so good. So that's really all we wanted. Now, All right, let's turn this into a hook, right? That we're gonna, so let's use the robot just quickly. Turn this functionality into a hook, custom React hook that I can reuse across other views where I'm using my tabs components. Mm-hmm. Oh shit, why am I using 3.5, man? What the fuck is this, dude? What, why? What, like, man, come on. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I don't actually know what happened there. Sometimes it just, yeah. Yeah, exactly, Leo. 100% smarter than you guys, for sure. Not smarter than me, of course. Shut the fuck up, Alex. Okay, where is it? Hooks. So let's create here use tab location, right? Or something like that. How did the robot call it? Use tabs location. Okay, let's call it like that, right? Use tabs location. You wish, man. You wish. You wish, bro. You wish. All right, let me see if I like this. Well, obviously that's, yeah. So what we need to, so let's say here, it's gonna take options. Actually, no. Yeah. And take the options, which is basically gonna be an object. And it's gonna take the, it's gonna take tabs. It's gonna take the, All right, beautiful. Okay, great. So we're gonna come over here to this bad boy now, and we're gonna say use tabs location. We're gonna get from it whatever it returns. What does it actually return? It returns. Oh wow, okay, that's a strange way to return. All right, beautiful. Well, not quite right, but let's see what's happening. I know what's happening, of course. So tabs, right? Replace state true. What else do we have? Tabs, replace state URL, right? Right, beautiful. That's great. Okay, great. So that works, right? Super. Okay, so that was long overdue, but it's good that we did it. And we should do the same in all other places, right? Because there was another place where we looped. There's some crap, which was super strange. Home or something, right? Yeah, this crap here. Feed tab routes. I should fear of the dark. Beautiful. Ah, such a nice hook we just built. Let's just nuke all of the useless crap. No, 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 no. Do, 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 do. Actually, what I'm gonna do, you know what? Let's just get rid of that crap there. Walks alone. I'm walking a dark road. Hmm, that's a bummer. Okay, interesting. Have you run your fingers down the wall? Felt your next to crawl when you're searching for the light. Shit, what happened there? Give me 1 second. My sound got messed up. Okay, should be good now. I guess. Yep, it should. Fine. Yep. All right, so that's interesting. It's just, why is it not working here? What the hell are we doing wrong? Let's see. So if I go to the app and profile view, and then I also go to dashboard. Yeah, okay, interesting. Profile view, yes. Correct. Yes, we have username, and then we have the tab here. So let's call this tab name as well. Use params. So there should be tab name, but we actually don't need that, do we? Don't need that. No. Yeah. So maybe. Yeah. Okay. Let's give it a second here. Let's get rid of that. So yeah, maybe just slightly we'll need to modify this. A little bit more complicated case here. So let's see what we're doing here. Max, good evening, my friend. Doing very well. What about yourself, man? So let's see actually what we get in here. Let me just actually print this bad boy. Let's see what we're getting and why is it not doing much in here. Oh, wow. It actually is doing it now. What? Okay, so that was the problem. Beautiful. Oh, man, I'm so happy now. So good. So good. This was a very nice thing. Cleaned up so much of that crap. Beautiful. So freaking nice, man. So nice. Okay. So useless. Okay. I think you guys have seen the picture somewhere in Discord, didn't you? Then I posted here like not long ago. I think I posted it not long ago. Here it is. So it's a 34-inch screen is the on the top here, right? And this is a 32-inch, right? Fear of the dark, do 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 do. Fear of the dark. I seriously don't get. You've been watching me for like what, a year now, man, and you still don't know my gear. Like you youngsters are genuinely fucking pissing me off, man. Like I don't get it. Like you never came here and clicked on hardware and some shit, right? Like seriously, and you've been watching me like every night for like a year, man. I mean, you never clicked on this link and see. I mean, I'd share this gear like 500 times, right? Actually, fuck. I need to update this. This is not correct anymore. Wait. I need to fix this. I need to update this list actually, because now I have 4070 Ti. Is this my current build? Yeah, so that's correct. Yeah, this is my current build. Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually missing some stuff here. So now we have also, what did I recently buy? I bought this currently fastest SSD on the market. I bought this guy on 25th of August, Crucial T700. Yeah, this is currently the fastest SSD on the market, but it's Gen 5 NVMe. Let me actually add that, because why did I not add? Oh, I did add it. It's here. Okay, my bad. Yeah, okay, that's correct. Yeah, let me just, how do I do that? How do I do this? Hardware, stream deck. Where the fuck is hardware? Hardware. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, how do I share this crap? How do I? How do I share it? There has to be a share button somewhere. I don't remember, but I remember save parts list. I'm not sure what do you mean stack pants. What does it mean Amazon doxed you? What does that mean? I don't care, man. I can give you my address like right now. Why would I care about that? Why would I care if you know my address? Many people have asked me this in my stream, and I genuinely don't know why. Like, why the fuck would I care if you know my address? What are you gonna do? Come and fight me? If somebody wants to meet me on the street, they can do that easily. They know where I live. I don't give a shit. So, like, why would I care about that? I'm from the Balkans, man. I'm Serbian, right? I lived through way worse shit than somebody knowing my address, you know? So, who gives a fuck, man? I mean, why would you do that? Why would you find someone's address and fight them? I mean, you can go to Yellow Pages and find anyone's address, right? You get what I mean? You can go to Yellow Pages online and do that, right? It's like not that you can't find 7 billion addresses right now, right? Like, why would you care about mine? Oh, I'm gonna go meet the guy who streams reactjs. Why, you know? But you guys are always welcome to have a beer and coffee. Any of you is welcome to my place, certainly. If any of you lives in Copenhagen, I mean, you know, I made several friends via this stream already. Like Sako, he's my real life friend now. He lives in Copenhagen. Here we go for beers, you know, every now and then for coffee. This last weekend we went for a coffee. So for having fun, absolutely, man. I mean, we should, you know, what's better way to make friends than to things like this and through events and stuff. So of course, man, absolutely, absolutely, of course. I mean, definitely, 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 man. That would be, I mean, stack pans. Honestly, highly likely. I mean, for sure, I will be coming like sometimes. Why not, man? I would genuinely ping you like without a single doubt, right? There's no questions about that. I mean, I like meeting people, especially like-minded. Like if we are all like if you're a developer and we share same interests and stuff. Hell yeah! I mean, of course, man. Absolutely, man. 100%. 100%, man. 100%. Always use tabs location. What do you think about next server-side React components? I think that, I mean, unfortunately, they're useful, right? They're useful for the SEO reasons primarily. At one point, actually, I already have it on. So what we're gonna do? So I have that on my to-do list. So maybe in a couple of weeks. What we're gonna do? We're gonna do some server-side rendering ourselves, but just partially. So I actually already designed this. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna build our own microservice called SSR renderer. So actually, I haven't spoken about this yet, but so essentially, there are going to be a few things in this platform that I will want to server-side render. David, my friend, thank you very much for the resub, man. 9 months, that's crazy, dude. So there's yeah. So the articles are going to be articles and meetups are going to be for start 2 things we're going to server-side render. And the way that we're going to do that, we're not going to use obviously Next.js or anything like that. We're just gonna create our own microservice. So basically, I'm not gonna do server-side rendering directly in my API. So this is how I'm gonna design it. Just food for thought, so you know. So this is currently our API, right? Our Fastify, if you remember, right? Well, actually, the way that I'm gonna design this, so I'm gonna create a specialized microservice that will only render HTML. So basically, I'm gonna get some like a CPU optimized Hetzner server, like an extra one. So the way that it's gonna work, you know, you already know my current infrastructure, programmer network. You know, you have a client and we have a bunch of stuff. Let's just simplify it for this example. So client is gonna hit the API. And then the API, depending on just of those few examples where we do want a server-side render, is going to just send the payload to this to server-side to the SSR render service that we're going to build, and this is going to be another Fastify server that's going to be specialized. So it's only going to do one thing, because keep in mind, server-side rendering is very expensive, right? Which is why that would be the only thing that I would move into a microservice, and also eventually, if ever need be, scale, right? So have multiple of those, and then get, you know, specialized CPU intensive services that are just good at CPU intensive tasks, right? So my API that Programmer Network is using now, when you go and log into Programmer Network, this guy would just be, okay, client wants, you know, client wants some page. This guy would do some business logic, pass the data, and this guy would only be specialized in actually doing the server-side rendering, right? We're gonna do this at one point. We don't need this now, but I'm not gonna use Next.js or anything like that, because that's a huge waste of resources, and also I don't want to couple myself to that thing, right? So yes, we will eventually server-side render something on Programmer Network, and then we're gonna hydrate and all of that stuff, all of this shit that you have to do, you know, blah blah blah. And we're just going to do that in a very simple way. We're going to use, you know, React's default server-side rendering, like the library, the API that they provide, right? We're going to run that in Fastify. And that's it, really. But for now, we don't need that. For now, so once we have maybe 200, 300, 400 good articles and stuff, once I see that people are writing it, that I'm using the platform to write them, then I'm going to, first thing we're going to do, we're going to server-side render only the articles. And so if you go to like a single article view, this thing would be server-side rendered just for a slight SEO improvements, but it wouldn't be too much, because this is actually, believe it or not, even though it's a single page app, it's still actually pretty solid when it comes to SEO. It's not bad at all, actually. But again, yeah, server-side rendering is CPU intensive, and obviously that's why Next.js and those types of things, I don't know, I would question their scalability on some larger scale, right? But again, I cannot guarantee. I don't know. Maybe that's true. Maybe it's not. Anyway, either way, let's go to Cloudflare pages. Did I push this thing? Build caching is now in beta. Ooh. Use pen and paper for start, right? There's no better tool than pen and paper. Buy the A4 printing paper, buy a few pens of different colors. That's the best start, right? And then, so that's called low fidelity and then high fidelity, right? So whenever you're designing anything, you start with low fidelity, and then you move into like high fidelity, right? Right. So this is scribble with your hand drawn mockup, and then this can be Figma, Paint, whatever, Photoshop, online, whatever you want, right? Can you make article to advertise? What do you mean, Leo? Into the abyss will I can't let you go. My pleasure, Max. My pleasure. Good, great question, man. You can write any article you want, right? I mean, I'm not going to impose. If people want to advertise their products, I mean, sure. For now, that's up to them, right? I mean, this guy who at least could have actually provided a working link at the very least, but that's how it is, right? But I have no intention in you know, being a Hitler of, you know, content like that, right? Because that's not really an advertising. Like, it's actually good. I would like to see that more companies would come and post this shit, because that would just enforce me to sooner than later implement a proper kind of advertising on the platform, like a good one, right? If this guy thinks that writing an article is useful, great. But I think he probably goes to every single platform and does that, right? Which is clever. He should, right? Beautiful. Oh, I'm so happy that we did this tiny optimization, but it's like hasn't been implemented properly for a long time. Okay, that's great. So what did we have? Let me go back. So yeah, so actually, no, that's the production. If I go over here and the draft, right? Okay, so that was annoying me this morning when I was writing the article, so that's great. And now we have this HTML5 history issue, which kind of sucks, but that's what it is. Yeah, that's not really great, is it? Where was my backlog? And thank you guys for your follows and stuff. Appreciate it. Draft should be visible by author. Right now there's yeah, so this was another thing that was annoying me this morning when I was writing my article, right, in production. Is like there's no way I didn't realize that I can't preview my own draft, right? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? That makes no sense. So actually, oh, I see. Okay, wait a minute. So let's fix that. Actually, it feels good to clean up some of those old things. Actually, genuinely feels good. The thing is, I think it's very imperative that you don't lose yourself in tools, right? Tool is only useful if it serves you and makes you more productive. If you just want to, there's nothing more productive right now, and probably there's not going to be anything for many years ahead than doing low fidelity mockups by hand. That's the quickest thing. There's no clicking knowledge. Where do I click? How do I change color? You know how to, you know, write things with your hand, and you should do that, right? I have like 5 million papers on my desk here, right? Right. You see, I have like 2 or 3 whiteboards here as well. So any sort of thing that you do with your hand is amazing, right? Okay, table articles data. Okay, handle row click. I see. Okay, let's see what happened here. Sheet. Oh man, are you kidding me? Oh fuck, that's a regression. It's okay. So no, it's okay, dude. Crap. Yeah, so it's weird. I'm missing articles here, right? Shit. Nice. Okay. Okay, good. That's actually good. Draft. Okay. Shit, that's a bummer. Yeah, and we also have to append it here, right? Yeah, that's good that we fixed that actually. Yeah. Let's push that immediately. All right, let's do one thing. Unforgiven. Let's do that. Okay, beautiful. So we just deployed that. Great, superb. Superb. Is this thing pushed? Did I push it actually? I don't remember. My brain lagged very hard. Yeah, I did not, right? Did I not? Yeah. I need to increase volume on this one. And there was another bug that I found this morning. I guess I'm the only one using the platform anyway. Okay, so that's saved. Beautiful. Okay. Let's smack that bad boy. Meetups mobile image upload. What did I find? Let's go to our Grafana. Oh yeah, I remember what I found. So let's fix that. For some reason, if I yeah. So if I go here to articles combined, actually, strangely, it does work locally. And why doesn't it work in production? Yeah, in production, it explodes. You reported a bug on Discord. Okay, beautiful. I'm going to take a look at that. So, yeah, so over here, we're getting, yeah, this is what I got in, and my only assumption is that there's some article that ended up, wait, let me go to my logs, API logs, last 5 minutes. API utils controller, yeah. So let's do this one. So utils controller, which line was that? Utils controller line 60, right? Ah, yeah, here, right? And this happens, yeah, when we try to generate a sitemap. So sitemap seems to be broken, and that's probably because, I see. Okay, I know actually how to fix this. So it seems that article author username, how can we get in that state? Give me 1 second, I need to do something fast. Shit, wait, I can't show that. Can't expose private data directly in the stream, so I'm just gonna give me 1 second, then I'll move it once I get in a query thing. Okay. So we're getting that article author username is, so it's almost like a user without the username managed to create the actual article, right? So the error is kind of doesn't make sense, to be honest. Where were we? Cannot read properties of null reading username, right? Object generates sitemap line 58. I wish the error was a bit more useful, right? But either way, right? Okay, so let's do it like this. Yeah, but that's, I mean, that's gonna fix this bug, right? But it's not gonna, you know, fix. So yeah, I'm gonna actually do this, right? But what I'm actually gonna do is actually, So actually, what I'm gonna do here, I would like to know which article this is so I can kind of fix the bug, right? So I guess if we, we just do this, right? So when this happens again, I just throw this error, then we're gonna catch this error here, right? And then we're gonna report it, and hopefully in our error reporting, I'll see which article it is, then see how we got to this point and then fix this, because I can obviously hide this error, ignore it, fix it safe, there's no whatever, but there's really no reason ever that this is the actual case, right? Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. We don't really need to return here, right? That's Smadi, my friend. Good evening. We don't really need. We're not accumulating anything. This is for each. So yes, absolutely. So let's do this. So if there's no article author username, throw this. I'm gonna push this just in relation to this specific error, right? I can remember anything. Can't tell this is true. It's not a scream. Stereo silence stops me. Now the voice through me. Waking up I can't see. All right, so we're gonna finalize this from the last night's stream separately. I just wanna, so this is what generates sitemap. Throw from generate sitemap so we can track down the error. Where's the app? It's going well, man. I mean, again, this is a very long-term project, right? So I don't really pressure myself. This project is a large, huge thing, and it's going to take years to build to what I want to build, right? So as I always say, it's going forwards, not backwards. So it's always going well. that's a constant in this thing, right? It's always going well because it's moving forwards, always. No matter what, no matter how tired I am or whatever, I'll always try to do something. Even when I'm not streaming, right? I'm gonna write something down, write some idea down. So it's going always well, man. I'm not, this project is not server-side rendered, right? So, but there's, again, server-side rendering, as I said many times, is not a new concept. It's a 30 years old concept. Every single WordPress site that you go to is server-side rendered, right? So you don't have to really be aware of anything. It's the backend rendering, returning your HTML to the client, right? So in simple words, that's really what it is. Now, when it comes to React, you have hydration, you have, you need to hydrate that stuff. So when you deliver that HTML to the front end to the client, you need the client to add the event listeners and all of the stuff. That's basically what hydration is. It needs to pick up that static HTML and make it interactive, make it dynamic, right? But that's really all that there is. You don't need to know much, right? Give me 1 second. I'm checking my phone. Well, you can see what's happening here. This is my CI, right? I have continuous integration set up on both ends, right? So I push, I build a Docker image, my server pulls the image. Well, first I back up the database always. I then build the image, push it to Docker Hub. Server backs up the database, deploys the new image, and that's it, right? Okay, yeah, we're gonna fix all this stuff now, Leo. Thank you. Where's that? Yeah, let me just, let's make sure we didn't break production. It seems we did. Yeah, we did. What the oh, we didn't. Okay, it was deploying. Sorry. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. What did I want to do? What did I want to do? Yeah. So now we should hopefully see when that so let's actually try to go to sitemap, right? Ah, shit. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Give me a second. That's really what I wanted. That's amazing. I wanted to discover which article got into some state that it literally, that we can't. Actually, no, this is. I'm using Cloudflare images for image storage. What the fuck? Ah, valid JSON. What the fuck is happening? Ah, of course, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Wait, let's ask ChatGPT. Fix this JSON. I just need to debug this. I don't want to just leave it and fix it like fakely or hide it. I need to know how did someone manage to do this, and when did this happen. Cloudflare is the only company I have respect for. It's the only company I deeply love. I've been using Hetzner as well. I've been using both Cloudflare and Hetzner for as long as they exist. I used, I think, Cloudflare since, I don't know, 2000, maybe 2010 or something like that, right? Okay, so we have an article without the author. How is that possible? Now, the only thing is that someone wrote an article that. Okay, let me do one thing. Give me 1 second. 1 second. I think I have an idea. Author ID. 1 sec. So there's only one. No, there's actually okay. So this is the problem for sure, right? So I suspect if I remove those things now, that stuff is not going to break anymore. It's just how can I get in a state where the author ID is null, right? That's the question, because I only suspect that I removed this user and then maybe the reference was gone, right? Let me test my hypothesis locally, right? Let me test my hypothesis locally, right? So if I go on my local host, if I go and log in, let's actually, no, I have some articles now, right? If I remove my user, if I manage to do that somehow, if I go to users, right? User, and I remove myself, yeah, and I can't because we have the, well, okay, this is because of meetups now, right? Yeah, maybe we didn't have the constraints before, so, because, yeah, I don't think we have the constraints in the article itself, right? Shit, okay. Well, yeah, let's nuke those things, right? So let's say delete from article where author ID is null, right? So we remove those two from production directly, right? And now the issue is gone. Now we fixed it, so our sitemap works again. Okay, it's good. I'm throwing that error specifically now in that thing, so if it happens again, we're gonna see it. I'm just genuinely interested now to see how did we actually get in that state. Super interesting problem. I would like to see how did we end up having, and the only assumption again is that because I don't have the constraints, do I have the constraints when I designed that stuff? Did we actually set the constraints? And if we didn't, should we do that now, right? Do people still use Svelte? I mean, people use everything, right? I think Svelte days are, I mean, coming, right? Svelte is going to become for sure more popular in the future, right? But people are using jQuery as well, and Knockout.js and Ember.js, right? So for sure, right? Okay, let me just see one thing. My SQLize model for the article How can I set the constraints so one cannot remove a user without first removing those same articles? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's what it is. All right. Well, we fixed that one. See if the errors appear again. I don't think they will. Blah, 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 blah. So combined now. Okay, so combined are actually back. That also works now. So that's great. So, okay, that's also fixed. Beautiful. Okay. Was there something else I wanted to fix? And then let's actually maybe go to meetups here as well and just use this new hook in the front end. So let's go to meetup, to a single meetup, JSX. Yeah. And we have the tabs here, if I recall, right? Yeah, we do. Okay, beautiful. That's perfect. Nice. All right, beautiful. We're gonna get rid of this bad boy here. We're gonna say const whatever is use tabs location, right? We have what tabs URL. Bim 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 bim. Man, I used to play this in the bars when I was a lot younger. One of the first songs we played in I remember this bar, Iron Horse. We would play some of the songs from this album, man. Wow, great times. Great times, man. Shit. Wait a minute. Yeah, exactly, man. When you're young, you're cool. Older you get, more boring and annoying you are. Meetup tab routes is not defined. What the fuck? The bell tolls, time marches on. The bell tolls. Yeah, you're completely old. You're like, what, 19? Super old. Super old, man. You're almost dead. I get you. I get you. Take a look to the sky just before you die. It's the last time you will. Why is the silence so loud? Andrew, my friend, thank you, buddy. Thank you for coming, man. Thank you very much, dude. I wish you a good night. I'm gonna leave soon as well. Watch a series or something. Let me just do this thing last, I think, and maybe another little tiny thing, the avatar thing that Leo reported. Oh, what the fuck? Are you kidding me, bro? Oh, I see. Okay. My bad. Apparently, I don't need this, I guess. Okay, beautiful. That's it. Okay. Well, actually, I'm just gonna maybe make a slight adjustment because I don't like that this doesn't actually take. Right. Then I'm gonna search for other places as well. So this is where I export it from. So here I'm gonna say dashboard. I'm gonna say home. I'm gonna say that's great. And lastly, I mean, you know, why does it matter, right? That's the ultimate question. Why would you even care about that? I mean, life is short, man. I mean, you're probably right, but it doesn't really matter, right? Probably for the time being of yourself and your life, you're gonna be fine, right? Is the humanity gonna self-destruct? Who cares? I mean, I don't give a shit, right? We are self-destructive creatures by nature, right? So that's inevitable, right? It's a matter of time because humanity constantly strives for change, right? And with against the assumption that change is always better, right? And that's the problem with evolution, right? You don't know when you should stop, when you should say, well, hey, this is actually a great time to live, right? Should we stop here? But you can't, right? And this obsession with constant change is what is driving us to self-destruction, right? We just can't get any rest, right? Can't stop. Just need to change. We just need to new things all the time, right? It's like junkies. We're like drug addicts, right? Just more, and new. It has to be new, and it has to be more constantly, right? New, more, right? That's human nature, right? You can never get enough, right? And because of that, humanity has never been wealthier and more depressed at the same time, right? Because people are junkies, right? You can't focus on a 2-minute video or movie or read a book or anything, right? Absolutely insane, man. So what is to expect? You can't expect different outcome, right? That's how it is. There's actually a very good song that reflects this. Let's listen to it together. It's from Tool. It's called Vicarious. Let me just speed it up a bit. This is the best lyrics arguably ever written for a song. Genuinely. I'm not exaggerating. Yeah. Killed by the husband, drowned by the ocean. Yeah, all streams are late, right? All streams are late. That's due to Twitch, right? Stare like a junkie into the tea. Stare like a zombie. Yeah, it's almost midnight here. Oh yeah, what was that? Where was the Discord? Leo, my friend, good night. Sleep well. I'm gonna leave in a second as well. I'll fix this in the morning. I can't do it now. All right. Before we round up, does anyone have any questions? Anyone needs any help or whatever? I'm happy to help. Before I say good night to all of you, does anyone have any final questions? And then I'm gonna go and enjoy myself outside of programming. I'm gonna wait a bit because I know that stream is also a bit laggy. Max, good night, my friend. Thank you for being here. Have a good one. Hi, I've been developing web for 2 years with React. Sometimes I want to build mobile apps, or I wonder should I learn Flutter or React Native. Some people say Flutter has more advantages than React Native. I mean, if you want to do mobile development for a specific platform, you should learn neither. You should do either Swift or something like that, right? So all of those hybrid things are good. They're great for being able to do many things, but depends what you want to do, right? Everything has cons and pros. There's no technology that's best at all everything, right? So no matter which choice you make, you're gonna make the right decisions in one way and the wrong decisions in another way, right? There's no technology that you're gonna pick that's gonna have all upsides, right? Some of them are gonna have some downsides, and you just have to research, right? But yeah, there are many questions. Depends on what you want to build. You can also, build like Programmer Network. You can just build a progressive web app and deploy that to Android Store. We did that with Programmer Network. You can use that with Bubble Wrap, right? So you can build mobile apps with just you can build mobile apps just with plain React and JavaScript and HTML and really any web technology, right? You can use Bubble Wrap to wrap, right? You can find more information here. So, but again, there are many solutions to the problem, and which one you're going to take purely depends on you. I'm going to share the link here, actually. So actually, if I just do this very quickly, and then I'm going to leave, right? So you can build a progressive web app that you can then build using Bubble Wrap, right? And that we did that with Programmer Network, right? So you can build mobile apps with plain JavaScript and HTML and CSS, right? Obviously, you're not going to get native experience. You're going to lack a lot of low-level phone-specific APIs, of course. But if you just need to show some website on mobile and make it look kind of like it's a native app, then you don't need to learn anything new. But yeah, that's how it is. Any other questions? I guess not. Well, let's round it up. Let's round it up, fellas. I wish you well. Sleep well. Have a great day or night wherever you are. And I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow evening. Just keep an eye on Discord. I don't know if I'm gonna stream. Probably will, but we'll see depending how I feel. Leo, thank you, buddy, for being here. Good night, everybody. All the best. Peace out. Cheers. Bye bye.